Now let's go to the Express application to make changes and connect to our Mongo DB. This is going to be an interesting video because I'll be showing you two ways how you can connect to the Mongo DB. First, I'll just install Mongoose dependency and let me just make the changes over here to have Mongoose as a dependency over here. After this, in the get method, what I'll do is I'll simply mention our URL, and this is going to be the connection string for our MongoDB. So let's get it. From here we have the cluster, and in the clusters we'll simply click on connect. We are selecting this and I can simply copy from here, add it in the URI. I'll just mention the password. I have it copied, so let me just paste it. Once this is done, we'll start making changes. Now first we'll try to connect through Mongoose. Through connect method, I am mentioning the URI, and as this is a promise, we'll just mention then have a method and simply do a console log. Let's just say DB connected through Mongoose. And once it is done, we can also listen to the port. Our port is 8000, and then give a method to do a console log saying that server is running on this port with URI, and simply mention the URI. Okay, so given the URI over here, and I think we're good. Okay, but before that, what we have to do is in our URI, we simply have to mention the database as well. So over here you see that we have been given an option at the end with the app name as cluster 0. Over here we need to mention the DB, HOC DB, that we can see over here in this cluster 0. So this has a collection my data. We'll be connecting to this DB and then retrieve this collection. So that is why I have mentioned the DB over here. Let me just save the changes. Start the server. We'll go to the URL for our get method and simply refresh. And now if we see on the log, we are getting the message that we have given over here, DB connected through Mongoose. This is only doing a console log once this is connecting. After that, we are seeing this message. So that means our code is working fine, and we have given the message server is running on this port with URI. We are retrieving that also in the log. So this is working fine through Mongoose. We are able to connect to the DB. Now we'll do the connection through Mongo DB. I'll just remove the URI from here and let's just make the changes. Through MongoDB, we are using Mongo client over here, trying to connect to the URI, passing the then with a function to do a console log with the message which will be different from this one because we have Mongo DB over here. Save the changes and start the server. Once the server is started, we'll just go to the browser, refresh the page. And you see, we have got two messages. The server is connected, the MongoDB is connected through MongoDB and Mongoose. So we are able to connect to our MongoDB through two different ways. And with two approaches, we are able to accomplish the task. So you can follow any of these. We'll be following only one of these in the further series. Now, we have collection over here in this cluster. If you check the database for HOC, we have my data and some sample collection that I showed you earlier. This particular collection we'll try to retrieve in our code as well now. So let's say we have connected through Mongoose. Now what I want to do is define the DB over here. So we are trying to retrieve the DB through Mongoose. Once we have the DB, we'll need to find the collection. So db.collection, and the name of the collection is available over here. HOC is the DB name and my data is the collection name. This is what we need to pass over here. Once we have it, we simply need to all data, and using the collection we have to find the list from here. So we are just simply converting it to array, and this is what we'll do a console log of collection through Mongoose. Give it a next line character, and all data is what we need to pass over here. Now this is giving me an error because I have added await, so this needs to be an async method. So the error is gone. We'll just save the changes, go to the browser, refresh the page. So you see, we are able to fetch the collection successfully through Mongoose now. This same approach we'll be doing through MongoDB now. So that you learn that both the approaches could give me the same kind of result as desired. Now, for fetching the DB from Mongo client, what I need to do is mention the client over here. And this client I'll be passing through the method. So once I have the client, I just need to mention the DB, that is HOCDB. So once I have the DB, I'll simply have a collection over here, and let me give it the name collect only for now. db.collection, and then simply give the collection name. Once I have it, all data MongoDB. I have to do a similar method of finding and then converting it to an array. But this would also be an await task. And if I am adding await, I have to mention async keyword over here in the method. Now, once I have this collection information, I simply need to do a console log, mention the same kind of message over here, but this is MongoDB. and this all data would be passed over here. I'll just save the changes. The server is restarting and refresh the page. Okay, so we got an error over here. It's saying the collection is not defined. Got it. I have to use this one, save the changes, and refresh the page again. So now you see that we're getting the collection through MongoDB as well. So this particular operation is the read operation that we are doing through MongoDB in our Express app. We have accomplished it through Mongoose and MongoDB. So two approaches we have used over here. This was just to show you and make you learn that you can use different ways to connect to your MongoDB. But we'll be utilizing only one of these in the further series.